y'all, it's Kara. Today we're going to be working on the front porch. We're going to be giving the front porch area of our house a little bit of a makeover in terms of seating and patio furniture. And I wanted to take y'all along with me. The front porch is one of our favorite spots to hang out as a family. It's so nice and relaxing just to sit here and feel the breeze coming in and out and look out into the field. It's looking really lovely with all the landscaping around too. The Russian sage around this corner of the house is really pretty. I love the light purple color. I feel like it's very relaxing. And this pampas grass right here just kind of rustles in the wind and creates a really pretty soothing sound. It feels almost like a beachy vibe a little bit right here.
The Russian sage is this purple bush that's in front of the green grass. I've been gravitating more towards these cooler tones lately. I think they're very relaxing and peaceful in the garden.
My hydrangeas here next to the house have just started turning white and blooming a little more prolifically, so I want to show y'all. I have a couple other hydrangeas right here too. This was the incredible hydrangea I showed y'all in a video a few weeks ago when this hydrangea was pretty and full white. It's now started to antique a little bit and start to dry up a little bit. However, the Limelight hydrangeas around the corner here are really showing off and looking very nice. These Limelight hydrangeas are probably one of my top 5 favorite flowers. They are just so beautiful.
We'll get to the new porch furniture in just a second, but I just wanted to show y'all these because I just think they're so pretty. It's really nice to have perennial flowers in the garden that come back year after year and get better and better as the years go by too. They're so fun.
The big white heads on them really look breathtaking to me. I think it's so pretty. If I come stand back a little farther, you can see them all together. So there's 3 Limelight hydrangeas right here next to the house. 1, 2, 3. This one here on the end is actually the oldest. It's 1 year older than the other 2, but they're all a pretty good size. There are still a few heads that have yet to fully turn white and get big. They'll all look really big like this here in a couple weeks. But I just love these hydrangeas. I think they're so beautiful. Now let me come over here and show you another angle. Aren't they lovely?
And look at this one. This one is massive.
This one hydrangea head is probably 2 hands tall. That one's big. They're just one of my favorite flowers. We have a new project that's going to be coming up this fall probably with a new building, and I have a plan for a huge hedgerow of these Limelight hydrangeas. But I'm jumping the gun a little bit on that. I'll tell you more about that project when the time comes and we'll do it together. I think it's so lovely and beautiful. Let's walk back around to the front porch and I'll show you the new patio furniture that we have, and we'll put it together and see where we want to place it. It's that giant box right there. In terms of what our porch patio seating looks like currently, let me show you what we're currently working with, and then I'll show you the additions we make here in a second. The first thing we have on the porch, the original addition, was this white porch swing. I love this white porch swing. It's very comfortable, and the position of it is right next to all my roses, and you can see the sunset perfectly from this swing. Then if you come around to the other side of the porch, we have 2 hanging, rocking chair seats. These hanging chair seats are very comfortable, and I really like having the 2 different seating areas for different times of the day. These chairs are really nice for the hottest part of the day because they're kind of wrapped around the corner here, and this little nook of the porch is in complete shade during the day. Sometimes during the day it gets too hot and sunny on the original white porch swing, but we still love this white porch swing for sunset, and also it's nice early in the morning when the whole porch is shaded. This white porch swing needs a table though, so that's the first thing I bought for the porch was a new table. I did have a wood table over here. It's actually, when we run them back and forth a little bit, the wood table I had over there is actually over here next to the hanging porch chairs. This wood table was over there next to that white porch swing, but we like having it here by these hanging chairs because normally Ryan and I are each sitting in a chair and we kind of like having our own little table for our drinks and snacks or whatever we're having out here. So these two swings have this little black table and this wood one. My qualm with this wood table is that, as you can see, it's already started to weather and it's not very old at all, but it's also a little wobbly. It's got 3 legs here. Because it only has 3 legs and it's kind of lightweight, it is rather wobbly. This particular little end table, when it was over next to the white porch swing, was in the direct path of a lot of wind, and the wind would knock over this little table pretty much anytime we had a little gust go by, and that was not ideal. I wanted something a little more sturdy for over here next to the white porch swing where all the wind is going. Okay, on a tangent, but let me show you what I bought for over there. So the little end table that I ended up purchasing for over there next to the white swing, I got at Lowe's. Here's the little table that I picked up. This table actually has a removable lid and you could store some things down inside of it. It still has that wood. Hopefully it does not weather and this wood will last longer than the other one. This base though is very heavy. It is not wicker. I'm not sure 100% what the material is. It's almost like concrete and it does have some little felt pads on the bottom, so it won't scuff up my actual concrete. You can hear it. I'm not sure what the material of the base of this end table is. It's either concrete or some sort of heavy plaster, ceramic material, but it's pretty heavy. It's, I don't know, I would say like 40 pounds, 30 pounds maybe. I like the white and the wood tone look of it though. So I'm gonna set this over here next to the porch swing. I feel like that looks nice next to this swing as well. The white complements the white of the swing.
This swing is actually a Polywood resin type material. It has a wood grain to it, but it won't ever need sanding or repainting like a wood swing would. This one is by the company Highwood. I believe I purchased this one on Wayfair. Let me see if I can get it to focus here. There we go, Highwood. We added extra supports in our porch ceiling, so we were able to screw the porch swing supports that hold the chain up right into those supports behind the beadboard.
And the wood top complements our porch ceilings. One of my favorite things about our porch is the nice wood porch ceilings. The color of the stain on this wood almost matches this new little end table exactly. I'm hoping that it does not antique and weather like the other one did. Time will tell on that, but at least it's sturdy and it won't fall over in the wind. There's no move in that one like the other one. So that's the first little addition to the porch. What's inside this box is the newest piece of furniture addition to the front porch. This is actually a glider, so let me pull it out of the box, get it assembled, and I'll show you what it looks like. The glider was actually purchased from Lowe's. I ordered it from Lowes.com because it's a pretty heavy product. I'm not 100% sure if they sell it in the stores or not. If they did, I probably still would have ordered it online because it's pretty heavy. I'm thankful that this glider had free shipping from Lowes.com because it is very heavy and I would not have wanted to lift it from the store to my car and then the car back over to my porch. So it was convenient that it could just be dropped off on the porch where I wanted to put it together anyway.
really happy that I chose this glider instead of rocking chairs because I was initially thinking of getting 2 rocking chairs for the porch where this glider is going to go. The reason why I went with the glider instead of the rocking chairs is A, little fingers and toes. I didn't want them being rocked on, but also my kids love to snuggle, and I love that. And if I'm sitting in a normal chair, they all want to pile up on that chair that I'm sitting in anyway, so I figured might as well preemptively plan on a little extra wiggle room. Lucy's been hanging out on the porch with me this whole time, too. She is sopping wet from something. I'm not sure exactly what she was getting into. This glider is from Lowe's. I'll have the link in the description box below the video, but it is by the company Polywood, which is known for their resin plastic material so that you won't have to stain or sand wood furniture, which is a pain, and I don't like splinters, which always seems to happen. And it warps most of the time and fades in the sun. So hopefully this avoids all that.
I have the bench put together. Now we just need to put the bench on top of the glider portion.
Speaking of Polywood, let's get this little plastic piece off. I think that's always so satisfying. Ryan came out and helped me put the bench on top of the glider rocker legs. I'm not sure what you would call the base of this, but it was a little too heavy for me to lift by myself. It's already been kid approved and tested out.
I might actually move that little black table over here next to this glider because it matches perfectly. They're actually both the Polywood brand.
Another thing I like about the Polywood furniture is the fact that you can just pressure wash it. We have pressure washed our porch swing and we have some other Polywood furniture I'll show you in a second. And when Ryan just does the spring cleaning, he can pressure wash it and it makes it look fresh and new and it's easy to clean up. I was reminded of the cleanliness and ease of cleaning of these materials because when I picked up that table, it was a little bit sticky. The kids had some popsicles out here a few minutes ago while we were putting this together, and there was a little bit of spillage. But that's why we eat popsicles outside.
I have one more seating type project that I want to work on today too, over there by the fire pit. I was initially thinking that I might put this glider by the fire pit, but I think I like it here in front of this window for now. When we walk over there, I'll show you what the other option was. Let's walk over here to the fire pit area and I'll show you the next little mini project that we're doing today. The fire pit area also has black Polywood chairs, so I feel like it ties in nicely to the black glider there on the porch. We've enjoyed having these. They've held up really well in the weather. They are pretty heavy, which I see as a good thing, except when you're moving them to mow. They don't go anywhere though. Like, they're very sturdy. The wind does not knock them over at all, which we have some other chairs around our sandbox area, and the wind sometimes knocks those over. And it's getting windy here as I'm talking about the wind. The project I want to do today is finish off this great grill top that we have here on our fire pit. This fire pit is just some stacked stone. I don't think I've ever showed y'all before. And we actually have a cover kind of protector on the top that is just some wood and then a metal grate. This wood is not sealed or protected in any way. I am going to be painting the wood perimeter, and then eventually I'll probably get some high heat paint to do the grate. But today we're going to work on painting the outer trim of this wood grill top. We've heard lots of horror stories about kids getting injured with fire pits, and we've known some people personally who that has happened to, so I wanted to be sure to have some sort of cover protector for the fire pit. My father-in-law actually made that topper there for us. So let's pull this off and get it painted. I'm spraying the wood area of this cover with just some Rust-Oleum metallic oiled rubbed bronze black paint. Now this can is one I picked up at Lowe's last time. I did not have this specific project in mind when I bought this at Lowe's. I was planning on using this for something else. So ideally I probably should have gotten a high heat paint of some sort, But this is what we have on hand, so this is what we're gonna use, and I'll probably not do the metal grate part though. It's a good thing I bought a glider because I have the box to prop up this grate with. You know, that was totally my intention.
My corny jokes and witty sense of humor is definitely due to my mother, so you can thank her if you thought that was too corny.
Now it's elevated up off the ground a little bit so I can spray the edges really nicely without the grass getting in the way.
We've had some pretty good little gusty breezes coming through here today, but thankfully the wind died down when I was doing this actual spray painting portion because I didn't really want to breathe in all of that. And before you get on me for not wearing a mask, we were outside, it was well ventilated, and I basically held my breath the entire time. This has been one of those projects that I have been meaning to cross off my list for the better part of a year now. Those little things that take 5-10 minutes, I'm trying to really knock out this month. That's kind of on my to-do list, to get the things done that I've been procrastinating doing, because it's so satisfying to look back and see that it's done, which it now is, thankfully. I'm really liking the look of the black glider here on the front porch. I think it really fits nicely with the space. It's kind of the perfect spot right there in front of this window, but it swings just enough that you have a good swing, but it's not going to be whacking the window. It's not going to be whacking the window either. Sometimes I can't talk and my tongue gets all twisted in a knot. Do you ever have one of those days? I feel like every day is one of those days here lately for me. Let me know in the comments if I'm not alone. I'd appreciate the camaraderie. Subscribe and like today's video if you enjoyed it. I have some garden harvesting videos coming up here soon, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on those either. I think the porch is coming together nicely. I'm really liking the way it looks. I hope y'all do too.
Thanks for watching. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, y'all.